Hey everyone. Before I talk about practicing, I'd like to just quickly say that I'd like to applaud Alex in his video for talking about sort of the broader context of how race issues fit into the music that we play. And I just would kind of, it takes a lot of courage to sort of stand out from the crowd and talk about that in our music scene, I feel, and it's an especially brave thing to do, and it sets a very good example. And so I'd like to just stand behind that and sort of echo a little bit that I feel like it's a really important thing to be thinking about when we're making music, and that a lot of us have really put the time in with the sort of like real technical side of music, and the history is an important part of how we understand how music fits into the world, and I think that the work needs to be done there too, and it should be something that we're doing every day. And if you're kind of wondering where a good place to start is, I know that it's kind of tricky if it's sort of unfamiliar territory and a new thing that comes up with the scope of what's happening right now. I know that for me, I saw the film The 13th Amendment, and that was like a really good sort of like intro to like how things are happening. So anyway, just wanted to quickly say that. And so yeah, practicing. I've been let's see. So I have been at home longer than I've been since my childhood, basically. I've been a touring musician my whole life, and I've rarely been home for except for small chunks of time, and I've been pretty good throughout my lifetime of doing that, just sort of doing maintenance practice and like practicing for the shows and the gigs that I have coming up, and have, it's really hard when you're coming and going to sort of like think about the big picture stuff. So I've been really fortunate to be able to conjure the focus to work on some stuff because I want it for my musicianship rather than to be prepared for a certain gig or like to be a more sellable as a musician in a business sense. So that's really been a joyful thing for me to explore. Been playing a lot of piano and drums. Again, as Alex to refer to his video again, just having you can get kind of bogged down by your primary instrument with sort of like baggage that you have attached to it. So I relate to that a lot, and I'm hoping to sort of get back into the fiddle in the next week. I've kind of felt more inspired after having some time away from it, and sort of like trying to apply the things I've been learning on the piano and stuff. As far as advice goes, one thing is that's super helpful for me is actually, I've got this little box right here. This is like a tin that I think some colored pencils came in, and it blocks any Wi-Fi signal, and I put my phone in here when I'm practicing. And so basically what I wanted to say is, if you want to really be productive with practicing, a good thing to consider is like maybe you should actually just be practicing without a phone nearby. And maybe it's really good that you're watching these practicing videos, and it's really awesome that everyone's contributing to this, and it's such a great thing. Maybe try limiting the number of, maybe try to view everyone's video, but maybe just stick to two every day, or one every day even. You could watch one video from somebody and say, I really want to try to apply what that person said and see how that feels. Maybe write it down in a journal. And you can spend a whole day kind of just with one concept, and try to limit adding too many other things and watching too many other videos and trying to apply everybody's thing. It's a real challenge with this age with so much information. It's hard to feel like any one idea or concept has a lot of value with it, but I think if we slow down our intake of that a little bit and just like focus on them one at a time, it could be really useful. So give that a shot and have a good rest of quarantine practicing, and yeah, stay safe and strong out there. All right, love you all.